kann man das nachher wieder mit einer dünnen Schicht Gips zumachen. Das war's.
It's the 19th of November 2014. Those of you who have been watching our videos for some time remember perhaps that we had a leak from the roof. It made a little hole in the wall. What looks like that the water has been dripping through here for many years, or probably for many years actually, and all of that clay had come loose. And Karin has loosened it all, has pulled it all out now. And she will replaster that with clay. Turned out to be a somewhat bigger hole than we expected, but that's always the way, or often the way. I've replaced a couple of the wooden laths up here. Screwed them into the beam. The beam looks bad, but it is actually solid. So she can put new clay in there. She softened the clay in a bucket down in the on the second floor. This is the top floor of the house, and she'll replace that clay with stuff that that she has softened. So this is the first layer of clay going in. Like making mud pies.
Mit dem zu verbinden, damit das da auch hält. Wenn man das nicht macht.
So this is clay and straw and water. That's all. And that's becomes very hard. That's what all of this is here, this whole wall. And Karin has some repairs to do here. Down here. Down here. Hello. Hello, doggy. Yeah. So when we get a little further along, I'll bring you back. Okay, I'll give you a quick update. It's December 1st, 2014, and this is the wall that we're repairing. And you can see that Karin has she's smeared clay into the lathing there, and it's drying now. She'll let it dry. She hasn't done this side yet, this end yet here. She had to mix up some more clay. You just mix it in water and let it sit for a few days. It's clay with straw, and she smears it on with her hand using using rubber gloves, but just with her hand, and gets it worked into all of the cracks and everything so that it really sticks. You don't want it to ever come loose, and it won't. It'll last 100 years or more, like it did. This wall here was damaged by the hole in the roof where the rain came through last year, and that's the only reason that we have to redo it. This edge here was loose, and we're not sure why. I think probably the moisture from that other, where the leak was there, caused this to loosen up. So that's that for now, and I'll be bringing you back when she continues to work on this and when we get it all finished up. When it's done, that is when all of the holes are closed with clay, then we'll put a fine clay covering over it and paint it just as it is. We have a special paint that's used for clay walls, and we'll paint it, and that'll be all that we do to it. Okay, more later. Our friend from Michigan, Train Room Gary, watched one of my videos recently in which I mentioned I was using an American claw hammer, and he asked if there was such a thing as a German claw hammer, and there it is. I thought you'd be interested in seeing it. In spite of the fact that you may think it's broken, it isn't. It's actually made this way. Instead of having a double claw, it only has one, and this is a very handy implement here. It works very well. It works just like an American claw hammer for pulling nails, but for working with shale, and this is actually a roofer's hammer for working with shale. Oh, that's that's my my bread dough rising here, proving. For roofing, this is a very handy tool. I thought you'd like to see it. This is a well-used one. This is the one we've used for 10 years now in the work on our house.